billionaire, philanthropist, and former two-time presidential candidate Ross Perot has died. He was 89 years old.
Fox 4's Sean Rabb joins us with more on the life of a man who did so much for so many. Sean?
Yeah, he did, and we're all kind of sad at the news this morning. Ross Perot, 89, dying of leukemia, but he has left a legacy not only here in North Texas, but really worldwide. He was born in Texarkana, grew up in Texarkana, founded EDS, and that is where he made his billions and billions of dollars. He was a kind man, and much of the money he and his wife had, he gave away. In fact, millions to Presbyterian Hospital. But Mr. Perot shocked, if you will, the political system in our country when he first ran for president in 1992, challenging at that time Bill Clinton and George W. Bush. And then he ran a second time, not as forceful the second time, Tim and Lauren, but the first time he ran, he captured the imagination of this country and captured some 19% of the vote. Ross Perot was always his own man, and when he felt like the country needed change, he spoke up and got involved. He's touched many, many lives. I have a friend who worked for him in private security. That man told me today he was a good man who did much for many. He was not born Ross Perot. That was actually the name of a brother who was born and died young, and he changed his name to honor his brother, Gabriel Ross. Changed his name to Ross Perot to honor his father and his brother. So we have lost a great man here in North Texas, Texas native, Ross Perot at 89, dying of leukemia. Tim, Lauren?
And we'll go back to the ancient days, and of course, when he became very high profile, but long before he ran for president, he was also involved in school reform.
Yes,
here in Texas.
Here in Texas, and all part of the no pass, no play, and how to make education, how to make public schools better. He believed in public school. He believed in hard work. Again, growing up in Texarkana, attending Texarkana College, but wait, he started working at age 8, throwing the newspaper, the Texarkana Gazette. He's been a hard worker all his life, self-made man in many, many ways.
Yeah. And donated a lot of money to the Perot Museum, named in honor of his family as well. And when they opened that, he said, in our country, you can dream the dream and make the dream come true. And he totally did that with his life.
Yeah, interestingly, and he, as a young man, straight out of college, went to work for IBM.
Right.
Yes.
In the days of skinny ties and short-sleeved white shirts.
Yeah,
that was the dress code there. And Perot, they had a commission system. He was a sales guy for IBM. And he found out that on January 15th, he'd met his annual quota, and he's going to work the rest of the year, 11 and a half months, for no more pay. So he quit and started his own company.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, guys, the Mort H. Meyerson Center here in downtown, $10 million of Mr. Perot's money to make that happen.
To honor a coworker,
yes.
To honor the guy who ran EDS for him.
Absolutely. And as we are understanding, even after he fell ill, he still came to work. In June, there was a birthday party for him, and he had the private dinner with his family. He to the very end, he lived who he was, and great man who's left a great legacy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, like the Perot Museum and some of these other, buildings that are there because of him.
Right.
How some of the people who are close to them react today and about hearing this news.
Right.
We can't live forever. That's one person we probably would have liked to have lived for longer.
Certainly his legacy will in buildings and institutions all over Texas.
Exactly.